you there. Okay, let's look at uh, some of the things that we know we can do in the classroom that hopefully we can do online. Okay, with this, what I want you to do, we're to try to get a little interaction here. What I want you to do is once I identify an activity that we know we can do in the classroom, I want you to give me a thumbs up or thumbs down whether this activity can be done equally as well online. The first one is group collaboration. Give me a thumbs up or thumbs down whether or not this can be done online. Lecture by instructor. Can you do a lecture online? Give me a thumbs up or thumbs down on that one. This is using Blackboard and Wimba. Student presentation. Can we do, we know we can do student presentations in class. Can we do student presentations online? Group presentation. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Class discussion. We know we can do that in a classroom, but can we do that online? Testing and assessment. I know Blackboard has a pretty good method for testing, so thumbs up or thumbs down. Debating. How easily is it to create a debating setting for students online? We know we can do it in the classroom. What about a visiting lecture? Someone to come in. I usually have someone who has a special skill in a particular area that I'm teaching on to come in and give a lecture. Can you invite a visiting lecturer to one of your webinars? Thumbs up or thumbs down? I think you can. One-on-one instruction. Can we give one-on-one instruction? We know we can give it in the classroom. Can we give it online? Instructor and class evaluation. Can that be done online? I think when you look at each of the categories, I think that you will all agree that each one of these categories can be done equally as well in the classroom and online. Okay, let's get to some of the benefits.
All right, and sorry, Cliff, to interrupt really quick. We got about 5 more minutes here, so I want to get through some of these advantages pretty quickly here, and we'll get some Q&A also.
One of the things that we know that is one of the advantages of online instruction because the technology is cross-platform. Cross-platform simply means that it'll work on the Mac as well as the PC. Access to servers and the internet is widely available. We know that is true. Online instruction can be flexible and convenient. Accessibility and is functional for all subject areas. Institutional costs, hey, we know that can be saved. We have an existing infrastructure that will allow us to do this, particular fiber optics. Online instruction can be blended with face-to-face instruction. Evaluation of instructor performance can be achieved through review of all classes. Some of the evidence that online instruction is really taking hold is 81% of all instruction of higher education offer at least one full-time or blended course. Complete online degrees programs are offered by 34% of all institutions. Among public institutions, the number or more compelling with 97% offering at least one online course. Over 1.6 million students took at least one online course in 2002. A majority of academic leaders, 57%, said that they believe that online instruction is the future. Most academic leaders expect that learning online would be is more superior than face-to-face. In conclusion, for me, if I could, as a graduate professor, a professor with graduate faculty status, could take a third of my contact hours and, for example, 12 hours, and use that exclusively for online instruction, I think that would be a step in the direction that I would like to go.
Okay, so Cliff, thanks a lot for sticking around. I really appreciate it. And so everyone, again, please also give Cliff a big round of applause. I think that information, I've really seen a few presentations that have, I think, sparked as much sort of debate and conversation as some of the ideas that he just brought up. And it was really interesting, I think, now kind of raising that issue in all of our own minds about really what defines a hybrid course, what defines a blended course, and how to actually get the administration to kind of put their foot down and really start to make those hard decisions and then pass those along to the different academic departments. And so, Cliff, that's really actually a lot of very interesting questions that you've raised there. And so I really want to thank you a lot. That's actually given everyone, I think, a ton to chew on. And also Gary, of course, as well. Thank you so much for being able to hang out for the presentation today. And I think the results that you saw in terms of the really significant increase in terms of attendance and actually enrollment overall was something that's very impressive. And again, I think, Gary, as you continue to grow your program down there at Columbus State, I think that really gives you a lot of data to be well armed to go to the sort of decision makers there and kind of show this is a very good model of instruction. So thank you very much to both of you again for some really terrific feedback. So if anyone does have any more questions, feel free to go ahead and fill out this form and we'll have someone get a hold of you. Thanks for bearing with all of us. I know this presentation ran a little bit longer than we initially said, so I certainly appreciate everyone sticking around. I want to make a couple of housekeeping announcements as well as that, of course, we have a number of other presentations coming up before the year wraps up. I think our last one goes through, or the last one might be in the middle of December. So I think a lot of you know the link to the Distinguished Lecture Series page, but I'll go ahead and paste that down. But I do also want to point out that both Gary and Cliff, as I mentioned, will be presenting at Wimba Connect 2010, which is up in the middle of March at Disney World in Orlando. And so if any of you really want to learn from, see them and meet them in person, kind of shake their hands, sort of pick their brains a little bit more, as well as see any of the other almost 50 presentations, that might be a nice way for you to kind of get out of the cold in March and get to sunny Florida. So I'm going to push that link out as well. I think really the best way, obviously, to learn about these different techniques in instruction is to really just meet with the peers who are kind of blazing the trails. And obviously, Cliff and Gary are two of the leaders when it comes to a lot of the thought and the real design behind these types of blended models. So I think it would be a nice way for you guys to all meet them in person as well. So thanks, everyone. I definitely appreciate your attendance today. A reminder, this presentation has been recorded, and we'll try to get the archive out to you, as well as the video Cliff promise. So we'll get that out as well. So Gary, excellent job. Cliff, excellent job. I really, really appreciate you two going out of your way and putting this together, and hopefully this will give some more fodder for when you start really in earnest preparing your presentations for Orlando as well. So thanks, everyone. I appreciate it. Have a wonderful rest of the week, and if I don't see you next week, have a good Thanksgiving holiday as well. Take care. Bye.